Abbiamo la vicepreside Elke Pepermans qui, e la coordinatrice Martine Meues. Prego, anche loro ci illustreranno il loro sistema di istruzione. Prego.
Buonasera a tutti. So far, my Italian. Sorry, we are going to do it in English, but I think there will be. Thank you. But I think there will be Italian slides, so you can follow on the slides, and there will be also explanation from Annabella. I first want to thank Rosa Angela Luiso and Annabella Di Finizio for inviting us here in the beautiful city of Naples. We have enjoyed it already, we have enjoyed all what we heard today, and they have asked us to talk a bit about school system in Belgium. We, that means Elke, who is Vice Principal in CVO Rivierenland, and myself, I'm Martine, and I'm Head of the Language Department in our school. Now, talking about education in Belgium, we are going to give a short view about the different kinds of schools we have, and then the second part is our main business, core business, which is education for adults.
Quindi nella prima parte, non so se, nella prima parte parleranno del sistema in Belgio in generale e nella seconda parte focalizzeranno sul loro sistema di istruzione, in particolare le attività del CPO. Ovviamente è ringraziato per la presenza qui e per essere stata invitata, le è piaciuto moltissimo Napoli e tutto ciò che hanno visto finora.
So in our school, CVO Rivierenland, we have one of the specialties that's Dutch for foreign students. We want to tell you about how those courses are organized, how we give an evaluation of those courses, how we do the remedial teaching, and finally how we manage to work with success thanks to a motivated team.
Come potete vedere dalle slide, quindi parleranno del sistema scolastico, ma soprattutto dei corsi di olandese, perché loro sono nella parte fiamminga, quindi olandese come seconda lingua. E go back to the other screenshot, sorry, ok. Quindi ci dirà come sono organizzati i corsi di olandese, il sistema scolastico, come funziona la valutazione, perché già dal job shadowing precedente, nell'esperienza vi abbiamo detto che diciamo, la registrazione degli alunni avviene in maniera un po' diversa. Gli alunni vengono già valutati dalla casa dell'olandese, che corrisponde più o meno alla nostra prefettura. Poi parleranno dei corsi di recupero scolastici, che sono molto diversi rispetto ai nostri, e del loro team, che è molto motivato e professionale.
And first of all, we are going to tell you something about the educational system in Belgium. Actually, Belgium consists of three parts. There is the Flemish, the French, and the German parts. So the education in Belgium is regulated and for the larger part financed by one of those three communities. And all three communities have a unified school system with small differences from one community to another.
Ok, quindi fondamentalmente quello che c'è scritto nella presentazione in italiano è che ci sono tre comunità in Belgio, la fiamminga, la francese e la tedesca, e tutte e tre le comunità hanno un sistema scolastico unificato con delle piccole differenze tra una comunità e l'altra.
In Belgium, education is compulsory between the age of 6 and 18, or whenever a student graduates from secondary school. Yet there is an exception. Sometimes students from 16 and older go to study part-time and follow a practical training.
Okay, and now about preschool. So that's free. You can choose whether you send your child to preschool, but it's actually recommended, so it's not compulsory, but we recommend it. So every child from the age of 2 years and 6 months can start with preschool.
After preschool, at the age of 6, we have primary school, and generally the subjects given in those primary schools are the same for all the schools. Also, primary school is free, so parents don't have to pay for it. The only requirement for entrance is the age of the child. Primary school is divided in 3 cycles. The first cycle, year 1 and 2. Second cycle, logically, 3 and 4. And the third cycle, 5 and 6. At the end of the 12th year of the child, primary school ends.
When graduating from primary school around the age of 12, students can go to secondary school. Now, the courses they want to follow also depend on their skill level. And as the primary school, it's also divided into 3 cycles, the same as in primary school.
So as a resume, we would like to see, or you can see that the blue part is the free school. Children are not obliged to go to school. From orange and yellow, it's compulsory school. They have to go to school, they have to get a diploma. Yet sometimes that doesn't manage, they don't manage to have their diploma or their certificate, and then one of the possibilities is to go into adult education. And that's our core business, so that's what we are going to explain a bit more.
Yes, let's tell you something about how adult education is organized in Belgium. Adults actually are students aged 16 years and older. We have 2 forms. You can go to a center for adult basic education, or you can go to a center for adult education. It all depends on the skill level where they orientate you. We have support for the CAEs and the CABEs, and it's called pedagogical counseling. CAE offer a highly diverse and huge range of courses. And one example is Dutch as a second language course, but you're going to get to know about some other courses later.
So for the CABE, those are the schools where students who don't have enormous capacities, intellectual capacities, which don't have that, go to. We have 1 center per operating zone, and there are 13 of those CABEs in Belgium. They're not connected to, for instance, religion or state schools. There's only one pluralistic school, one type of pluralistic school. And they are also established as non-profit organizations, which means that students who follow lessons over there don't have to pay for the lessons.
Quindi i corsi sono gratuiti in questo centro, quindi ci sono 2 centri, il CABE e il CAE. Quindi la differenza dipende, diciamo, il CABE è per l'adult education, però per i corsi base, e questo viene deciso, diciamo, gli alunni che vengono mandati in un centro piuttosto che un altro dipende appunto dalle loro capacità, dalle skills, quindi dalla valutazione iniziale e ovviamente dall'orientamento.
Now, our school is a center for adult education. There are exclusively programs at the level of secondary adult education, higher vocational education, and specific teacher training programs. And most centers operate from a centralized basis and have various sites spread throughout Flanders.
You've already seen some pictures of our CVO, you call it here, so it's a CAE. And we are in Willebroek. Willebroek is not known very well, but if I tell you that Willebroek is at about 20 kilometers from Antwerp, and Antwerp is the main harbor for Belgium, it's also about 20-25 kilometers from Brussels, so you can situate it a little bit more. We have several campuses around Willebroek, so it's not just one campus, we have a main campus and we have several campuses around.
Come avete visto già dall'esperienza di sharing, i campus sono sparsi sul territorio e Willebroek praticamente è a 30 km da Anversa, che è comunque il loro porto principale, quindi ci sono comunque molti arrivi, e da 25 km da Bruxelles, quindi anche se avete visto soltanto un campus, i campus sono diversi, sparsi sul territorio.
We organized modular daytime and evening courses. and they're clustered around several subjects. Very important for us is Dutch as a second language, as I told you already, for the foreigners. But we have also other courses, for instance, TIC and photography, or for instance courses about fashion and cooking, about craft work. You can learn how to be a welder, how to be a bicycle repairer, how to get along with furniture. We also have a very unique course in Belgium, that's the construction of music instruments. And I have to tell you that our teachers often come to Italy to get inspiration, to buy the wood, to have connection with all kinds of people here in Italy. And of course, we have a huge range of foreign languages, Spanish, Italian, French and English.
Ok, qui è abbastanza chiara la slide, però lei ha voluto aggiungere che ovviamente essendo l'unica scuola in Europa per la costruzione di strumenti musicali sono venuti in Italia a prendere ispirazione e quindi sono stati molto contenti di questo legame con l'Italia.
So just to give an idea, CVO and CAE are the director in front of new built classes because the school became too large and we had to build new classes.
Ok, quindi questo è il direttore di fronte ai nuovi edifici perché la scuola è diventata molto grande e quindi hanno dovuto aggiungere i nuovi edifici.
And a second slide about what we organize to have an idea also, furniture, fashion, photography, etc.
Quindi gli altri corsi sono, appunto c'è la falegnameria, ci sono i corsi per diventare saldatore, cucina, fotografia, cucito, eccetera, eccetera.
Okay, and now we are going to tell you something more about Dutch as a second language. Now, every student has an individual file as a follow-up of his or her improvements. The goal is to improve their knowledge of Dutch as quickly as possible to increase possibility of finding work. We want to help them in order to complete their studies in our school or another school, and we have individual conversations about the career they aim at.
How are our Dutch courses organized? As we told already, it are modular courses and we follow the common European framework of reference. So we have in the first level 2 modules, each of them having 120 hours. And there the students reach an A2 level. In level 2 we have 4 modules, also each of them 120 hours, and then they reach the B1 level. As you can see, there is a subdivision of each module in an oral and a written part. That's especially done because sometimes we have students who are very interested in language, in spoken language, but don't need the written part. So we can allow them to go from an oral module 1.2 to an oral module 2.1, the third up to the second up to the third year, just doing the oral part.
Quindi ci sono studenti che magari non sono interessati a approfondire le competenze scritte e quindi possono passare direttamente ai moduli orali, però in generale ciascun modulo è organizzato sia per l'orale che per lo scritto. Come vedete le ore sono molto di più rispetto alle nostre.
We use textbooks, but we also are aware of the fact that only textbooks are not enough. We already heard the explanation about the interesting experience of Annabella in Malta. So we also try to make the courses as lively as possible. That means that, except for the textbook, we have also a lot of material which is used in class. And we try to go out as well, so that people, when they have to learn about vegetables, that they go to the market and they buy themselves and they go in dialogue with people from the countryside.
Okay,
The courses... Oh.
Quindi voleva dire che in effetti al di là hanno dei libri di testo e il libro di testo costa 20 euro, questo ve lo dico perché l'ho visto là, 20 euro per corsista, però la loro lezione non si basa solo sui libri di testo ma è molto pratica, molto vivace, per cui le aule sono comunque comunque organizzate in modo che gli utenti stanno in piedi e spesso e volentieri per cose pratiche come imparare a comprare le verdure vanno al mercato, quindi vengono accompagnati dai docenti e quindi fanno lezione in contesti di vita reale.
Then we also have to say that we have to adapt our courses Dutch to the individual needs of our students. That means that in the beginning of a module, we ask the students what aim they have, what they want to do with the language. And according to the role they chose, we adapt the material they have to work with. For instance, they can make a choice between I'm learning Dutch because I want to be an educator for my children, I want to be able to talk to the teacher, I want to understand what's happening in the school of my children. Or they can learn the language for administration, they are looking for an apartment, they don't know how to fill in certain documents. So there are 6 or 7 roles, they have to make a choice, and according to the role they choose, we adapt the material they work with.
Ok, quindi i corsi sono ovviamente adattati alle esigenze individuali. Quando gli alunni vengono iscritti specificano qual è lo scopo per cui vogliono imparare l'irlandese, per cui magari se si tratta di una madre che ha i bambini all'asilo vorrà sapere come comportarsi in quel contesto, ha bisogno della terminologia adatta, oppure se c'è qualcuno che ha bisogno di compilare dei documenti e quindi diciamo è più interessato al lato amministrativo, loro adattano di volta in volta all'esigenza dello studente il tipo di lezione.
And how do we evaluate? We have an evaluation form indicated how skills will be evaluated. There are 4 skills. There is the listening, reading, writing, and conversation skill. Listening and reading is tested at the end of the module. Speaking skills and writing skills are permanently evaluated. So then afterwards, results are put into our system, it's called Informat, and then at each end of the module, they get a certificate.
One of the things we noticed is that in those courses Dutch as a second language, we had a relative important fallout of students. So we discovered that often students fall out because they think it's too difficult, they can't follow it anymore, and that's why we started the organization of remedial courses. So those remedial courses are especially, and that's the next slide, for students who have, for instance, been absent for some while, or students who are really weak. We organize it once a week in very small groups, and we have 2 specialized teachers to give that remedial teacher. Except for the remedial teacher, we have also in school an open space area where the students can come and do extra exercises on their own, but more or less evaluated by someone from the teachers or myself.
Vi aggiungo soltanto la questione dell'open space, perché è una cosa che abbiamo visto ci ha colpito molto, e le lezioni sono organizzate su prenotazione, per cui degli studenti dicono all'insegnante non abbiamo capito gli aggettivi possessivi, ad esempio, quindi prenotano la lezione e quindi si organizza un gruppetto relativamente a quell'argomento. Qualora invece ci dovessero essere tanti individui, sono incoraggiati a lavorare in maniera autonoma.
But we cannot do this all without a motivated and a professional team. So there's an organized teamwork with monthly meetings. They also do some job shadowing. They learn from each other. The new teachers are put into a coaching system to learn from experienced teachers. We call it teacher. There's a positive spirit, and our teachers also organize a lot of extramuros activities with students, like going to the market, the museum, the library. Okay, this was it. I want to thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a clear view now on our way of working in adult teaching. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Thank you very much.